Hi everyone, and welcome to Sustain Life Journal Yoga. Today we'll go ahead and get started seated on our heels and taking a deep inhale and exhale through your nose. You're welcome to stay here, or you can shift forward, tucking your toes, and again sitting on your heels. This will be a little bit more fiery, but it helps us to tap into the sensations that pop up in our body. Keep your attention on your inhales and exhales, holding for one more breath, and then slowly shifting forward onto your hands and knees in tabletop position, maybe tapping the tops of your feet. And then stacking hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Take a deep inhale through your nose, arching your back like a cat, chin towards chest. And then on your exhale, we'll allow our belly to come down towards the earth, chin towards the sky and tailbone towards the sky. We'll continue to flow through Bitilasana and Marjalasana at your own pace and rhythm, following the flow of your breath and adding in any organic movements that you would like. Once you're all evened out, we'll meet back in tabletop position, lifting your right foot up towards the sky and lifting your chin, and then drawing your knee in towards your nose. On your next exhale, lifting up, and then inhale, drawing knee towards nose. Inhale, lifting your foot and chin. Exhale, drawing knee to nose. Inhale, lifting your foot and chin. And exhale, drawing knee and nose together. Placing our right knee down, and then we'll move over onto the opposite side, lifting your left knee, and then drawing knee to nose. Inhale, lifting your left foot, chin towards the sky, pressing into your hands. And exhale, drawing knee to nose. Inhale, lifting and expanding. And exhale, drawing your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lifting your left foot up towards the sky. And exhale, drawing it in. Inhale, lifting our foot, and exhale, drawing it in. We'll start to make our way to a tabletop position, and then slowly shifting our hips back, feet together, knees spread out wide, arms stretched out in front of you, forehead gently resting on the mat. Begin taking deep inhales and exhales through your nose. On your next inhale, we'll lift up onto our hands and our knees, and we'll try bringing our shins parallel to each other and the sides of our mat, and then sinking back into our Balasana Child's Pose again. If it's more comfortable for you, you can bring your arms into a little pillow. This is just a suggestion to try something different out, see how it feels in your hips. And then we'll slowly begin to lift up into tabletop position and then sitting back onto our heels. We can bring our arms out in front of us, interlacing our fingers, and then slowly starting to make small rotations with our hands. Making little circles in one direction and the other, just stretching out our wrists. In a lot of yoga classes, we're holding the weight of our body with our wrists. So it's good to give them a little attention and love. On your next exhale, we'll open up our arms into a goalpost position, opening up our chest, letting the light in, maybe gently looking up to stretch out your neck. Continuing to take deep inhales and exhales. On our next exhale, we'll lower our right hand down onto the earth, lifting our left hand up over our head and reaching over towards our right side body. Feeling the stretch in our left side, continuing to breathe. On your next exhale, you can lift your hands back up over your head and we'll lean over to the opposite side. So dropping your left hand onto the earth and reaching with your right fingertips towards your left side. Inhale, lifting our hands up over our head. And then on our exhale, circling them down in front of us, coming into a tabletop position, tucking our toes, lifting our knees away from the mat, and then shifting our hips back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pressing into the palms of our hands and drawing our chest toward our knees, maybe bending one knee then the other. Just warming up in this first inversion of class. Slowly start to tiptoe your feet up towards your hands, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. You can just hang in this forward fold or maybe bring your hands to opposite elbows. just allowing the crown of your head to come down towards the earth. Take a deep inhale, bending your knees, lifting your hands up over your head. And then on your exhale, we'll bring our hands to our heart, stacking one on top of the other. And just taking a moment to check in with ourselves, see how you're feeling so far in class, maybe physically, emotionally, and just taking a moment to tap in. On our next exhale, we'll lift our hands back up over our head, and then we'll drop down into chair pose like we're sitting in an imaginary chair behind us. You can bring your hands to heart center or keep them out in front of you. On your next exhale, we can fold forward, Uttanasana. Then we'll bend our knees generously, planting our hands on the mat and stepping our feet back to plank. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Then pressing into your hands, shift your hips back into downward facing dog. We'll begin to pick up our left hand, bringing it to the center of our mat, lifting our right hand up towards the sky, coming into a side plank. You're welcome to bring your left knee onto the earth for support. You'll still get a great stretch and strengthen your obliques. On our next exhale, we'll come back into plank pose, and then we'll shift our right hand to the center of our mat, lifting our left hand up towards the sky. And again, you're welcome to come down onto your right knee, just finding what feels best in your body. On your next exhale, you can make your way to plank pose and then dropping your knees, and we'll shift our hips back into child's pose. Knees spread out wide, feet together, but this time you can bend your elbows, bringing your hands to your upper back to just get a nice tricep stretch. Slowly begin to release your hands down onto the mat, and then walking your hands towards your body, shifting your hips over, coming into a seated position, bringing the soles of your feet to the earth, and then we'll bend our right knee, bringing our right ankle on top of our left knee, using your hands for support behind you. You can sway your knees side to side or just find a moment of stillness. On your next exhale, we'll move over onto the opposite side. When you're ready, you can release the soles of your feet to the earth, slowly coming down onto your back, hugging your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a really big hug in gratitude for this practice and the mental strength that it takes to get through a yoga flow. When you're ready, you can extend your arms out beside you, allowing your knees to fall over to your left side and gently looking over towards your right arm. Take a deep inhale, lifting your knees back up towards center and then dropping them over to your right side, gently allowing your gaze to fall over to your left side. We'll start to bring our knees back up towards center and then slowly extending our feet down towards the bottom of our mat, bringing our hands down beside us, making our way into our Shavasana pose. In our final resting pose of class, we can keep our attention on our inhales and exhales, staying present to any thoughts that bubble up and just noticing them. Our Shavasana will melt into our meditation for the day. I'll let you know when the meditation is complete. Begin to deepen your inhales and exhales, maybe making a few small movements with your fingers and toes, maybe shifting your head side to side, and just reawakening your body and mind to return to your day. Hopefully feeling a little bit more stretched out and aware, and bringing a little bit more peace and clarity with you as you step off your mat. I really, really appreciate you choosing to flow with Sustained Life Journal Yoga today. If you'd like to learn more about sustainable living and yoga lifestyle tips, you can check out sustainedlifejournal.com and maybe even join the newsletter. I hope you have a really great rest of your day. Take really good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.